not sitting here with that open. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, yeah, I needed some motivation. I need a little bit of help and motivation today. So I've been working on. I got all the supplies I needed from the place I had it all hidden. So I've got all the supplies moved now to start building the camp. I'll be starting to build the gonna call it a shack or a cabin or whatever today. Oh, how you doing? I am back today too. But I got all the stuff. I finished. Yes, it has. I generally don't stream during this early in the day, but I've got nothing going on today. Like, I'm building a cabin or a shack up here in the woods. And I just finished like an hour ago, finally dragging all the supplies to start building from where I had liberated them and where they are now. And now I want to go, sort of want to go to town. I want to go to town. It's just, I don't have that motivation to get up and go. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, well, the hotel, it was a motel. It was a motel. I got that. I was supposed to have it for a month. I left that because of a job interview where I got the job where I am. And way too pricey up here to get a motel. But yeah, I'm up here in the woods in Sudbury. And like, I got supplies to build a cabin. Like, total of, 16 pallets, 30 things of sheet wood, tarps, styrofoam, rope, hammers, nails, and I finally dragged it all to camp, to the build spot. And now, like, I'm done. There was a lot of heavy stuff to bring. I did it I made 4 trips today, and it's all at the spot to build. Yeah, it's at a marina. It's not a bad job, but I'm starting to gonna build that. Well, I'm calling it a cabin, but it is I don't know what else it would be, but it's maybe a shack. I can't find my hat. And yeah, I'm gonna start building that. Probably start building Monday, Tuesday. But I need some motivation to go into. I want to grab something for dinner. I also really want to go buy myself 2 or 3 beers. I think I'm gonna do that tonight because it's getting cold out, and I want to sit by the fire. Maybe have a beer or two, and so that I haven't done in months and months and months. Let's have a beer. I'm gonna do that. Sit by the fire tonight. It's just I don't have the motivation to get up and go into town. 45 minutes walk to the highway and then hitchhike for 20 minutes. Yep. No. Well, I'm not much of a drinker as it is. Like when I have a beer, I'm not like I'm gonna go get myself a six pack of beer and drink it all and yay have a fun night. That's not me. I have a limit on. I've got a very low alcohol tolerance, so 1 or 2 beers is enough for me, and that's even then. Let's say I have a fire for 3 hours, I'll be done with the fire before I finish those 2 beers. Like that one beer is gonna last me an hour, but it's something that I really feel like I want today, and I'm gonna probably walk into town and get it. It's just I also want meat. I really want to eat meat today, like real Not sausages, but real, actual, factual meat. This is going to blink off for like 2 seconds, and I can't find my hat, so if you can't tell, I'm a bit of a mess today. Oh, shit, that keeps blinking off. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel very exposed. Yeah, it's just, I don't know where I freaking put it. Uh, and I'm not going to look anymore. How you doing? Are you Russell? How you doing? Yeah, I'm not going to... I want to find the hat. I got a bag of wood. But, yeah, that's going to be the day is... again, I want to start building the cabin probably Monday. Tomorrow I'll take a couple hours. Like, the spot itself is ready, but I want to make sure the ground is flat. I got rocks and stones so I can make it a little bit flatter. Draw out the area, get an actual picture in my mind of how I'm going to make it look. What kind of roof I want is important. If I'm going to do a triangular roof or a flat roof on a slope. If I do the slope, it makes it a little bit more difficult because if I'm there during the winter, the snow will build up. Snow is freaking heavy. Hey, Cole. Hey, Julia. Good thing is I'm feeling a lot better. A lot of the depression is gone. Like, you can't say, oh, the depression's gone. I'm not depressed anymore. No. I'm feeling a lot more stable today. I started feeling more stable yesterday. And again, the cabin's coming in. Hey, honey. Morning. I need my hat. I can't find my hat. Look at all the white hair. It's getting so bad. It's so bad. And beard. But yeah, I'm gonna take probably a few hours tomorrow afternoon and morning and to map out in my mind on my build spot on what the cabin's gonna look like. I think it's probably gonna have to be a flat sloped roof because I want to cut a hole and have a small wood burning stove in there. But I don't know. I miss the day of my, thick, luxurious hair. And not the grayness. Worst part is, it's not my hair on my head that's going gray, white. It's everything attached to my beard that's going white. So yeah, I came trying to get a little bit of motivation to get up and go. Like, again, I've been moving the last of the wood, the last of the sheet wood, the last of the pallets, all the styrofoam, the 2x4s and stuff. I've been doing that since 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. So now all the stuff, all the building supplies are there. And it's just got to start building. Yeah, well, if you use, the classic, triangle roof shape, it has its benefits. It's really strong against snow buildup. The weight of the snow is not going to get it, but the slope roof can, get a lot of. It gets heavy, but with that, it's easier to cut a hole in the top, and safer for the fire. But with the slope roof, I can collect water from the rain and the melting snow a lot easier. Yeah, solar pumped. No, I agree with you there. The depression isn't gone, as I was saying. It's just a little bit better day today. And yeah, no, I had a small hour-long fire last night. It was nice. Well, I want. I haven't. I know I have enough supplies to make it. Again, I'm going to do an properly insulate it. It's going to be. I've got enough pallets to do 3 across like this, and then 2, so there'll be a square with a longer end here, which where I'll put my sleeping area will be those 3 that go across, and then the 2 up here, I will have in the corner a wood burning stove with I'll put something across here like a desk or something, not a desk but some wood. I'll put a place to put things and a chair where I can sit, but I don't know how tall I'll be able to make it. Like, it's not going to be a tall thing. It's going to be it might be as tall as I am, maybe a little bit less than 6 feet tall. Just something that I can get into. That's how much building supplies that I have. The frame is going to be pallets of stuff. We got lots and lots of styrofoam. I'm going to seal the floor with sheet wood. I'm going to build a bed up off of the base of it, so I'll have a nice place to sleep. On the inside, I'll cover the inside with sheet wood as well, just so it has a double layer of insulation. And same with the roof. I'll do sheet wood with a hole in it and the flute of the wood burning stove up. Oh, thank you, probably, Perry. I appreciate that. Yeah, look, Cole. That's the thing. I don't buy water. I will not pay for water. While buying water is especially up here in North America. I just need to walk 15 minutes up that road there. It's really close. It's a truck stop. I can fill up all my water bottles there, and I've got about 80 liters of water on me at all times now. I take what? I'll take about 5 or 6 trips filling water bottles up. I can handle about 30 liters at a time in my bag and make 2 or 3 trips. I'm not gonna set my hair on fire. No, I'm not buying a wood stove. I found where I can get a wood stove for cheap and free. They're small. It's a small one. That's a really really small one. But yeah, I'm gonna get a wood stove for the camp. I found where I can get an older one was being tossed, so I've got it ready to go. I've got that stashed. There's one I could buy that is for camping, but I'm just gonna grab the one that I know where it is and put a flute on it. So other word is a chimney. I don't want to cut. Yeah, I know I need a haircut. I might do it sometimes. Tom, please don't do this. No, if you're gonna be a troll, just fuck off. That's all I gotta say to you. I'm in no mood to deal with trolls today. Sometimes I like to play with you guys, but seriously, if you're gonna troll instead, just fuck off. I'm not in the mood. Anyways, it's just oh, I'm doing a lot better today. I'm just trying to motivate myself to go into town, and I want to get some meat for lunch, actual meat for dinner, and maybe I really want to buy one or two beers for to eat dinner to have with dinner. It's just getting myself motivated to go into town. Kind of hard for me. I just don't feel like dealing with people today. It's one of those fuck off world days. Ozark Trail tents, they're cheap. If you're using the tents like that, an Ozark Trail tent or any tent, a fabric tent, I've got one of the Ozark Trail tents. That's funny that you mentioned that. A tent's a tent. If you're going to use a tent, get a tarp to go with that tent because tents suck for water. They will leak. Yeah, I know. And I just sometimes, not sometimes, like I've been finding. Okay, put it like this: if I was going to the woods in this area and I bumped into another person, my heart would start to pound because it freaked the shit out of me because no one's ever here. In town, like try to go, let's say, grocery shopping. Everybody in the grocery store just pisses me off. I'm always pissed off when I try to go shopping. I'm one of those people who wants to go in the store, get the shit, and get out. I don't want to go in the store, have some jackass standing in front of me looking at the meat section that I'm trying to get to and just standing there and standing there and standing there and standing there. I fucking move, guy! I don't have patience to be in the store like that. Hey, Anthony. Hammocks are horrible. Oh, I'm not going into town now. The weather has spoken. It's now raining. It is anxiety. I could never even get on a bus if it was too packed. No, but that one is just pure frustration. I'm not a big fan of going in spending money because I don't want to spend money. I hate spending money. I need the money. Damn it! It's raining. But I guess shopping in a store like that is frustrating for me because again, when I'm going into a store with a plan, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly where it is. I want to get in and out. And when there's someone there just taking their sweet ass time, it is annoying. I am a legend. You are not a legend. You're a fucking asshole. I don't beg. I don't borrow. I don't steal. But you are a fucking asshole. And those hammock tarps, I don't like hammocks, man. I'm a big son of a bitch. I will be too scared to get into a hammock. Two, they're not that good for your back. I like to set up something nice on the ground. Uh, Set up some padding. I feel it's more comfortable sleeping closer to the ground. There's something really comforting about being on the solid ground. It's good for you emotionally and mentally, I guess. Ooh, you were an asshole at a house. Yay for you. Like I give a fuck. Probably take it up the asshole all the time, putting your little finger up there. You're an asshole. Yeah, I've got no problem shopping. Like, I've always been like that. When I'm going somewhere, like, okay, even before all this, let's say I knew I had to go get groceries, go to the dollar store, stuff like that. I'm going to the store. I know exactly what I want, so I'm in and I'm out. It frustrates me beyond belief. Like, there's a reason for it why I don't like going shopping for a long time. Like, when I was a little kid, still living with my parents, they would do that a lot. They'd go shopping, like go to a mall or a grocery store, and they're going to pick up milk, eggs, and something else. They would go, leave my ass in the car to go in the store for eggs and milk and whatever. And they would leave me in that car for like hours and hours and hours. I'm like, fuck, well, people, they went in there and they were gone for 3, 4 hours, and they came out with eggs and milk. That's it. That always frustrates. Now thinking back, I know what they were really doing. They were using it as a cover to go fucking get their drugs and get their booze and indulge in their issues. But that really frustrated me. And now, when I'm going to a store and I got a plan, I know I need egg, milk, cheese, and this. I need 5 things. I know exactly where those 5 things are. So I hit that, get out. 15 minutes, done. It doesn't take a long time to shop. Oh my God, Cornish, how you doing? Oh, cold. Yeah, I've just got this fucking vape shit. I'm doing it now because stress and shit. But I enjoy it a little bit. Like, I don't really have addictions and problems like that, but it's nice to have a little something to, make you feel a little bit more comfortable and human. I don't beg, I don't borrow, I don't steal, my friend. Little AF. Oh, Maria, don't worry about it. Yeah, no, it's stress relief. Like, life is stressful. Oh no, it was, they were psycho. My parents were fucked up. Like, knowing, being an adult now, I can look back at every single thing that they ever did and realize that they are, they had problems. Like, I know now my mother was an addict. My father was an alcoholic, so I know they had the problems. I was out of there at like a very young age. They booted me out of the house like before I was a teenager, and I moved in with my grandparents, and they were good people. So I know my parents had their problems now, but it's kind of amazing at all the little things that your parents do really affect you as you grow up. Like, something as simple as going shopping to do what they were doing and leaving the kid in the car. I won't go shopping like that. I'll go shopping with a plan. Like, 5, 10 minutes in a shop and done. Like, I could do weeks worth of grocery shopping in 10 minutes. Same with uh okay, so where I am right now, I'm right near the I'm answering your question, Lil AF. I'm right by the reservation, right? Um the native reservation up here. So I am this vape here is just a nicotine vape. There is nicotine in it. I got this the I got this part for free. They give it to you when you buy the vape juice. And I got the vape juice. If you go to an actual vape store that's not on the reservation, the canister of vape juice is like $25, $30. At the reservation, it's so dirt cheap. I got the two that I got them for this one right here. I got this for, it was like $10. So that being said, I was suggested by a few people here that I start trying some. Thank you very much, Cole. I tried CBD with a little bit of THC in it. With that, even my doctor recommended it. I bought it. I've got it like right. I was just looking at the damn thing too. I have it. I've had it for over a month. I've had this for over a month. This is I bought this one here. This again, this only costs like $15-$20. I've used it twice. This is, I don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. I probably will never use it again. I just don't like, I don't have a taste for it. As Cornish would say, it's not my cup of tea. I don't like screwing with my head. I had to try it. At the time, my reasoning was, it was just before I got on my new medication, and I had a daily, nonstop throb migraine. Figured, hey, it might help a little bit because it's neurological pain. And it did. But I just didn't like the way it makes me feel. So I won't use it again. And they got me on new medication that actually does help the neurological pain. It's raining, yeah. Heck, I admit, I probably do have some serious PTSD from those people. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not even trying to explain the vape. I've got it. It makes me feel a little bit better. I'd say fuck off. If anybody wants to say, oh, you're doing a little bit of nicotine now, that's bad for you. Man, I've had the 2 bottles of juice is going to last me a couple months. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. It takes a little bit of the stress away. And, no, definitely, as someone was saying, it sounds like PTSD. It's definitely PTSD. Same thing, talking to Cornish a lot, and a few people here, they seem to believe I'm on the autistic spectrum, which I kind of don't doubt. But, yeah. And the other thing, it's not heavy rain, not heavy rain. It's still light. But the other thing is, I know I have some anxiety issues and PTSD. Like, when I was still in Toronto, I would take a bus once in a while. And if there was too many people on the bus, I wouldn't get on the bus. I would wait for 2 or 3 buses to go by to take it until it's empty. It's kind of sad how much the things that you go through when you're a kid affect you on a daily basis. Yes, sir. You know, man, Cornish, I was fighting with. I put one person on timeout a little bit earlier for being an asshole. No, this place we try to be chill here. We don't do the troll. A little bit of trolling if it's funny, but if you're just being an asshole. I don't know what the difference is. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what the difference is. Like, I know loud noises freak me the hell out. I can't deal with loud noises like sudden loud noises, crowds. Same with screaming. If someone tries to yell and scream at me, like my ex-wife, she always tried to bait me into a fight, make me fight with her, like yell and scream and stuff. It does nothing for me, you know. I don't get upset. I don't yell. I don't scream. But when someone is like trying to chew me out or something, I just shut down. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't hit me. Oh, actually, solar shaman. It's actually the exact fucking opposite. I hate those damn self checkout lines. Passionately, I will not use them. My thought is, I'm there. I'm there not to do someone's job. I'm shopping. Have someone else scan me out. I fucking hate those self checkout lines. I like the smaller grocery stores where you go in, buy your stuff, bring it up, and they even bag it for you. I like that. Uh, we are all the product of our parents, for better or worse. Yeah, mine was with my parents. That's Susan. That's horrible. Like, at least us nowadays, like the millennials, we're better parents than our parents were. I'm going to assume your parents were in the age range of my parents, 50s to 60s, 70s kind of deal. Those kids were really screwed up because their parents just come from World War II, then had some kids and fucked those kids up, who then fucked us up. But it's not, but at least we had enough sense to start thinking that, hey, therapy might be a good idea. Hey, might be a good idea. And that's when the thing started to turn around. We were far enough away from the really fucked up ones from World War One, from World War Two, well, where we were so far enough away, we didn't think getting some help was a bad thing. Oh, Tim Gill, I absolutely despise long lines, but I try to time it. Like when I do go shopping, there are certain times I know when to go, when it's going to be the least busy. Like right at dinner time, like if you're going to go shopping, do it like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Store's going to be empty. Or do it right before school lets out. It's going to be empty. Like if school lets out at 2:45, be there for 2:40, and you'll have a solid half hour, 45 minutes of stress-free shopping. Oh shit! How do I sleep regularly? It depends. I don't have too much problem sleeping. Um, it depends where. Like here, I've had no problem sleeping, getting to sleep, and having a full night's sleep. But when I was in Toronto, the slightest noise was waking me up. Well, only fire. I'm on a different cocktail of medication. There's reasonings for I'm on the medication. I'm on an anti-anxiety medication. It's not for anxiety. It's actually for seizures because my seizures are non-epileptic. So the way they control it is a cocktail of anti-anxiety and antidepressants. I'm on those. I'm also on blood pressure medication because my blood pressure's through the roof because I'm constantly in pain. Constantly in pain 24 hours a day. Your fucking blood pressure's going to be through the roof. And a neurological pain blocker. Well, I'm not a drinker. Like I really I want to actually have a beer tonight. I'm trying to decide if I'm willing to walk my ass off down to town to get myself a beer and meat. Meat is most important. I got to get myself real meat. I haven't had actual real meat in 2 weeks. I think I might get myself either pork chops or a steak. Pork chops are cheaper. A little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, right over the fire, and have myself a beer. No, I think it's kind of cool that, you know, we went from our parents, World War II vets, to our parents. We're all fucked up because they were fucked up. From them to the Gen Z and us millennials, who were less fucked up than our parents because we realized that, hey, we should get help, to having some actually okay, somewhat well-adjusted adults. Now, we're having kids, they're on Generation Z or Y, and they're the picture of mental health. We went from screwed up World War II vets to skibbity toilet kids. It's madness. It's kind of cool how things have changed. That now it was our generation that became more accepting that people that are different, that are LGBTQ, trans, just different people are able to come out of the closet, not have to hide themselves, and be out there in the open. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are assholes that don't like it, but I think it's a good thing that we changed so much in very few, maybe 3 generations, but that these people who are don't see themselves the same way that everybody else does can be free to be themselves. I think it's amazing how things changed. I've been better. It's been a hard last couple weeks mentally, but I'm doing pretty good right now. Millennials aren't Generation Y. You got Generation Gen X, then us Millennials. Millennials are 84 to 96. Ys are 97 to 2017 ish, and then Generation Z is after them. Yeah, I'm gonna grab myself a really nice German beer. I'm gonna grab myself 2 of them. I'm gonna sit down by the fire. I'm not gonna stream tonight at the fire. Did last night. I'm gonna have a fire. Gonna cook some meat and have a beer. That's my plan. Close enough, man. Close enough. I know I'm a millennial. I was born in 1988. Oh yeah, I was headed back to Toronto. It was the reason why was going back to Toronto was for medical tests. I did mine. Went and had some blood took today. I've already been into town, pulled up all my supplies back to build the cabin, so that's done. And I should have got stuff when I was out today. I was out early this morning, but I'm thinking of this stuff until I get back to camp. No, it's not headlines. Millennials, because we were born. None of us. We were going to be starting our adulthoods during the millennium. That's why we're the millennials. Like 1999. Don't you guys remember? Oh, the world's going to end. All the computers are going to crash. We're all going to go back to the Stone Age because it's a new millennium. Like we're all Y2K, Y2K. I agree with you. He's actually right. When you start craving the buzz, when you're doing it to get nothing but drunk, that's when it starts to become a problem. I don't. When I want a beer, I haven't had a beer in months, man. I'm not a drinker. I like to have one or two beers, and I like to do it with a meal. For me, it's something. Yeah, yeah. I get a little bit of nice warm fuzzies, but it's also something that I like to accentuate a meal. Like if I buy myself a really good piece of meat, like a few pork chops or a steak, salt, pepper, garlic, it's better with a beer. That is, oh, damn right, Solar. Damn right. We were, I still remember the first time I used the internet. God damn, that was horrible too. Oh God. Oh God, what? Oh God, horrible memory. Flashback, flashback. Oh my God, that's nasty. we, I was still living with my parents at the time. I was like 8, 9, maybe 10. We just got home internet and a computer, and my dad was on the internet. They had it in the basement living room. I was watching. I don't know what show I was watching, but I had the TV on. Computer was over to the left. There he is, and I remember how slow the internet was just to load a single image. I remember him loading an image, looking back, looking at the computer, looking back, looking at the computer, and the image slowly loading, like beep, 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 beep down, and he's looking at like a naked woman taking a shower. First of all, lamest porn ever. But yeah, that's my first memory of the internet is porn. Oh man, what are you talking about, Cornish? Give me 2 or 3 beers and I'm pretty plastered. I'm pretty out of it. Like unless I drink it like over a long. What I usually do is one beer I'll nurse for like an hour. If I was to drink like one beer and take down another beer within half an hour, I'm gonna be pretty having a good time there, buddy. All right, all right, all right. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I like the flavor of a pilsner. I'll probably get myself a Dab or something. Dab is a German beer, and it's a really good beer. But yeah, Code 1, I live here. I think YouTube has a problem right now. It keeps stop loading. The chat continues to stop working, so I have to refresh the screen. I look tired today. Man, I was feeling fantastic and rested. Man, you look. Are you just telling me I look like shit today? You look tired, man. I feel fantastic. You just tell me I look like shit today, man. No one has been here. No one has been here, not once. I'm in a weird spot that no one comes by. On the way in, the first day I got here, I bumped into another person way, way, way far away. But he also lives in the woods. He actually has a cabin built that he's been there for like 20 years. Not a single person has bothered me. Just a bear. Just one bear. I scared him off. I can't find my hat. Don't remind me. I feel naked without the hat. I usually go for like 5%. If I'm really feeling something special, I'll get myself the stronger version of dab, which is 7%. But then I'm only gonna get 2. I like that one because it's really it tastes really good. There's another one I like that I won't buy because it's way too fucking strong for me. They are the FAUX, the Fox Lager. It's a very bitter beer, but it's 10%, and that thing just kicks my ass. But it tastes really. It goes. The deep, rich bitterness of it goes really well. It's almost a coffee level bitterness, and it goes really well with a good, actual good piece of beef. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of hard stuff here. The average here is 5%, but if you go, there's a lot of ones that'll do 5.9, unless you get a specialty beer like a German beer, which is 7 to the Fox Lager, which is 10. I also like myself, if I'm really doing it, I'll get myself a Guinness, which is 4. The hardest part is getting money. To get a permanent place, you have to have a stable income. I'm off of work until October. Like I've got no work, nothing until back October. My place of employment shut down for the month to do the changeover. So I've got no employment, and even then, it's only part time. And even getting this job was hell. 10 months of nonstop looking. It's the stable income. Like right now, I've got a special bank account called a tax-free savings account. There's an airplane going by. That I've got money in it that I'm going to use for first month and last month's rent when I can get a place. So I have it. Everything else I'm spending on medication and just surviving. Like this month, my meds are taken care of right now, but I spent this month's medication with the 2 new pills was $584. That's with my that's my 20% copay. It's $584. And it's going to get worse because my doctor's adding another 2 medications. So my next month is going to be closer to $700 because I don't get the Trillium benefit where they take care of all your meds. The YouTube helps a little bit. That's why I'm able to buy groceries and whatnot. How do I stay dry? Well, one, I have a tarp I'll put over this this camp, but this is the tent itself is completely waterproof now. I bought one of those hydrophobic silicone sprays, and I coated my tent in it. Ugh. By the way, that's also what sparked off the depression for me, was knowing that I was gonna not be going into work for a month when they closed down. I like working. It gives me a purpose, and not having that guaranteed place to be, even 2 days a week, that's what really sparked me off down the depression, you know. Yeah, I panhandling up here in Canada, it happens a lot, but the only people who do it, they're not homeless. These guys, they'll stand at the side of the road, make themselves look really pathetic, and they look fucking pathetic. They're not even homeless. There's nothing wrong with them. They're scamming people. That's one reason why I won't ever help panhandle, because up here it's a scammer, it's a panhandle. I did a video on one woman that was doing that at the market called the Golden Mile, sitting there with her sign, and her sign changes every day or every few days. Is, oh, my husband left me, I've got 4 kids to feed, and I need to pay my apartment. Please help me, please God help me. And she's in like, got a face scarf on and got the hood over her top of her head, like not a burqa, but the other thing. And I saw her there. She almost had me, but then I remembered her sign saying, "Oh, she's got like her previous sign. I've got 2 kids, starving. My husband left me, and now it changed to 3 kids or 4 kids." And I'm like saying in my mind, her sign changed. Something wrong here. What did she do? Eat the 3rd kid? I don't know. I said fuck it, because she almost had me. I left and I went waited for my bus, and guess comes trouncing down the street. That lady with her box over her arm, her bag over her arm, and she walks to a car with her husband waiting in it, in their nice BMW. She jumps in, then they drive off, and I screamed every name in the book at her. So I saw her again, and that's when I took a video of her while I was coming out. I called her a scammer, which she was. Then she gets, I guess I scared her a little bit because she leaves, and she doesn't go where the bus stop is this time. She gets into a car in a parking lot and drives by, and this time it's a different car. This car is a beat up old Honda something car with Quebec license plates on it. I posted that video and posted that information on one of the subreddits, and people have seen her all over the city. And right, not even just in Toronto. They'll drive from here up to Brampton and stuff like that. And she makes a big ass circle route with her driver panhandling, getting thousands of dollars a day. Well, what the hell is that crap? Well, that it doesn't quite work like that, Fox. I didn't make this bed. You know what? I did make this bed. This is completely my fault. I chose the wrong woman, and I was born with a fucked up body. Completely my fault. Dude, I have seizures. The reason why I'm out here was I had a great job. I was in construction. I operated a crane. Legit, I was one of those guys way up above the city working on a crane. I got fucking sick. I started having seizures, like really bad seizures. I still have them. I'm on a list of medications for them. You lose all your licenses when that happens. So I can't do my job anymore. I can't even teach people because it's through apprenticeship and you need your licenses to do that. So I lost that. Not to mention I'm having seizures all day. I'm in fucking pain from my goddamn neck down. Then something happens, I get divorced. Why? Because she wants money. She didn't want to be with me. And I've been fighting to get on disability for 4 years now. But up here in Canada, they don't want to give you disability. You know what they want you to do? They want you to take something called MAID, Medical Assistance in Death. They want you to commit suicide. And they've been trying to convince me to do that for 4 years. So I chose not to do that. So yeah, I agree with you, Fox. Completely me. I made the bed because I chose to stay alive. So yeah, fuck you. Susan, I don't disagree with you. Not necessarily junkies. I'm going to tell you a little secret. The guys panhandling, they're not addicts. They're scamming you. They're not addicts. An addict has an easier time getting money and drugs than a non-addict. You know, I've known a lot of addicts, especially being out on the street. Put it this way. I knew someone living where I was in Toronto in one of the forests because he had an addiction problem. They gave him ODSP, Ontario Disability Pension. The thing I'm trying to get onto that I'm legitimately sick, they don't want me to take. They'll give it to a person with an addiction problem because they know they're not going to be around for long. So the government is paying for his addiction. $1,300 a month. And this guy had a lot of problems too. We called him Powder Man on here. I fucking hated the guy because I'll be sitting there up in my camp. I got myself a little meal getting ready to make, a piece of meat or two. And I guess he could sense me cooking. He would always show up saying, "Oh man, I'm so hungry," and fucking stealing my dinner. And I felt bad for him, so I would. And then he's going around bragging that, "Oh, I just got my disability payment and I've got $2,000 in the bank." No, you don't. You've been snorting all your goddamn money up your nose. So I'm gonna, as I was saying, people who have addictions, well, they're not panhandling. They're just not panhandling. I'm telling you that. Okay, bye. Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine. Oh shit. So I've convinced myself it stopped raining. It's gonna stop raining now for the next hour or two. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna head up and go buy my dinner and stuff. It's been really fun. I really enjoyed this. I always do. But we'll gonna have to let you guys go and see you next time. So bye everybody.